my lovelies, and welcome to another crafting video. So we're still participating in Junk Journal January 2025, and so I thought I'd turn the camera on for a couple of pages. I'm not doing it in any set order. Some people are working their way through it from 1 right through to 31st, but I'm mixing and matching. So today we're going to mainly concentrate on prompt 7, tuck spot, but I'm also going to be putting some tickets in that tuck spot. So there we go. There we have it. So I'm going to do my concertina journal first. And I thought that this is my spot I'm going to be using. So a tuck spot can be anything. It can be made out of anything, as long as it gives you a little place to slide a keepsake, a little pocket to put a letter in. It could be made of any material, fabric, could be made of card, paper, old tickets, you name it. You can use anything to make a tuck spot, and you can have it where you've still got part of what you're tucking in there visible, or you can have tuck spots that enable you to put some little secret journaling papers inside. So I'm going to work on here because I've sort of thought that what I want to do fits nicely here. Now I'd found this and I decided that it would go nice there with that. Now, the other thing I like to do, let me get some glue paper. The other thing I like to do is you can, say, fussy cut something out, a leaf of, this is off Edith Holden, and you can partly glue it down. So in a way, I could partly glue that down, and I think we'll do that just to show you what I mean. And I'm sure it's nothing new. But there are new people joining in with Junk Journal January. So, yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a little refresh, does it? Okay, so I have stuck that down part of the way. And that means that we're using this as a decorative part of our page. But in actual fact, we can use that as a tuck spot. We could put a ticket on there, or a bit of something that we'd like to keep. I've got a little bit of fancy paper here, say a design I want to keep, and that could just easily, and that goes there nicely. Look, just stops it from falling out. So you can use things that you know, decorative pieces that you're using for the aesthetic of your page can still be a tuck spot. So the other thing I thought was about making your tuck spots a little bit more interesting. Now, when we go and do my book one, it's quite traditional, you know, it's quite a traditional pocket and, you know, envelopes and areas that you can use as tuck spots. But I thought, don't discount the unusual, and something that's a little bit more interesting on the page. And I've come across in my stash, and I love this, I use it quite often, the Amazon packaging that comes, and it's concertinaed, look, and it's a bit like their version of bubble wrap, their bubble wrap version. But what a fabulous tuck spot that is going to provide you with. Now, do I want it that way, or do I want it that way? I think I'll have it that way. I'm just going to cut a little bit more off that end, just so we're not crashing into the middle. And I'm going to, where have I put my, it's here. I couldn't find my glitter glue. Okay, so here I'm just going to glue it where I can, and I want to draw it out a little bit just so we can get the pattern. So we can get the patterned effect as best we can. Just so that we've got that bit of interest there. And then I'm going to glue along that bottom. And I'm just going to glue up the side here. And again, we can space it out to give a little bit of a textured look. Okay, so there we have our pocket, and it just gives a little bit of interest, doesn't it, on the page. And what I was thinking is that my idea for both of these is I'm going to do a tuck within a tuck. So what you can use is, I've got a little glassine bag here, and I thought that would be nice to tuck in here, but we can use this as a tuck spot. So I thought, let's just decorate this up a little bit. I've got some bits of collage here that I thought might be nice. I've got some tickets which might go inside there. So let's do a bit of decorating. I've got a little bit of my painted papers. So I hope you're all doing well. The weather here is very up and down. Snow 1 minute, slush the next, rain the next, freezing cold the next. It's very unpredictable, our weather here at the minute. And I've got some of this painted that I did with wax crayons. I'm going to put that on. I don't want to cover that up. Okay. So there we've got our decorated spot. Now I've done a little tag earlier which goes in there. I've sent for some lovely frou-frou wool from, I think it's got matte wool, it's got little bobbles on. Got it from Shein, so I'm going to do one of those. I've sent for another Shein craft order, and I'm really enjoying what I've got. I'm really enjoying it. I'm very shocked at how good it is, how impressed I am. So that's that. We want to, let me cut some of this white off. We also want to keep our little ticket in there, safe. Let's bring our tuck spot back. Not sure how deep. Yes, that'd be just about right. And we can have it on a slant if we want. Do I want to put a little bit of decoration on here? So you can see it doesn't take long to create these little areas. And in that space of time, we've got our, and I think this is fabulous. I just think that's so much better than just putting a piece of plain brown craft card there. So a tuck within a tuck. We've got our little glassine bag. This is another one of my Nola knows me. I always end up with the wrong size lunch boxes and the wrong size glassine bags. I'm always getting it wrong. This is a itty bitty. So you've got a tuck within your tuck. on that page there. If you're really careful, you can put it further down there. And then here we have got another tuck spot there with some decorative paper. Now, in a way, if you wanted to put a little secret message on this, you could. You know, we could put today's date. I've got my new toy. I've got a date stamp, look. I'm really excited. I haven't had one before. So we can 8th of January 2025. You see, we could do that up there. We could print it up there. This was from Shein. Not expensive. Yeah, not the best, you know. I'm sure it's not the best quality, but it does for what I want it for. And so we've got that, and we have tuck within a tuck spot. And we can do hashtag junk journal January 2025. Then when somebody oh, look at this ephemera I found from the year 2025. There we have it. Little bit of secret journaling. So tucked inside a tuck spot there. That's that. Love that page. Now, let's have a look at our book. Let's see. I've got the space. I've got a few bits here that I thought would be useful. That's on the next page. Okay, so we have a belly band already on here. So a belly band is a tuck, somewhere to tuck things that you want to keep safe. And so I thought that we would put an envelope in there. So an envelope is a tuck spot, and this is, so I was 8. Isn't it funny, when we were kids, like in the 60s, I have to say, if you're a similar age to me, 1968, I was 8. But it was very important that you were Catherine Lund, 8.5 or 8 3/4, that sort of thing. You always used to add on. I don't know if kids still do it now, but we always used to. It was very important, that half a year. And I've still got that piece. And it was actually from an old book, To Catherine with Love from Auntie Mo and Uncle Dennis, Kelvin and Karen. Very precious piece. So I'm going to tuck that inside my envelope. And I am going to tuck that under my belly band. So there, another idea. And let's have a look. I've got this again from a stash from Shein. And another thing I like to do is use rounds. So use circles, you can use a doily, all interesting rounds as a page. David's just brought me a cup of tea, so thank you. So I'm only going to glue it a quarter of the way just to settle it on the page. I'll take that off for the minute. I'll put that up at the top. Okay, so we have got that there. We have got our tuck to there. Okay, now then, I thought, I'm sure I saw that there was a map. Where's my map? Number 21 map. I'm going to cover that one as well today because I'd found this card with maps on, and I thought that would make something from that to tuck in here. So that's really nice. That'll go in there, won't it? So for map, in this inst, I am using some it's actually a craft card that's got map of the world on. But I like to buy old maps and use bits of those. This is actually, it's got Austria on there, the Mediterranean, Spain, the UK. I didn't realise when I cut it out that that was part the European section. So that is going to be a tag. And we're back to using our tickets as other things. So I thought we would use this ticket as a tab. So I often like to, you can use them as tabs on your tags. You can use them, you know, just as straight tickets, especially if you've got some that are vintage, then, you know, memorabilia, you can put them in your tuck spots. Or as often as I like to do them, they make nice decorative tabs, which I think we're going to have there. I'm liking that. And do I want to put any more decorative? Well, again, I've sent for some of these little words from Shein, and this one says always choose adventure. So because we're doing a tuck within a tuck and we're including a map and tickets, I thought this was quite appropriate, always choose adventure, because that sort of goes with the theme that we've got here. I'm going to put that up there. That's good. Now, the other thing I'd found is that was relevant to maps and travel. So I thought I've got this, which is a cutout of a compass, and then also a cutout of a watch. And I actually thought that would be nice to have those dangling from our and I have somewhere in here a little black eyelet. I'm just going to set that. Now there's always a sharp bit, and it drives me mad trying to cover it up. And I was watching Eva from Bohemian Crafting, and it's simple, but I never thought of it. She just gets the pliers, just gives the back a good squeeze and makes it all flat and safe. No sharp bits. I've been covering it up with tape, but what a great idea. Don't know why we didn't think of that, but great, Eva did. So I'm going to punch some little holes in these two. And I need a bulb pin. So where? That's again, do you know? I've got craft trolley behind me, and they've got little, let me know if your craft trolley's like this. It's got little binnacles like this, and they never stay on. So now I've got beads all over the floor because you've only got to catch it lightly, and it's all over. They drive me mad. I keep taking them off. They're useful to put things in unless you spend half of the time with them on the floor. So, okay then. So let's put, I thought we'd have this little black bulb pin on there. So that adds to our travel theme. Got a travel on there. anywhere. Can't see it. Can't see it, so it'll come under map. So there we have our tag. We don't want to put too much on it because let the map speak for itself. And there we have that. I'm trying to... That's holding a card that I've got on there. So that's... So there's a tuck within a tuck. We've got some precious memorabilia in that envelope. The envelope's a tuck and we've tucked it inside the belly band. We've got a tuck here with some patterned round paper. We've chosen some map. Always choose adventure. We've used some tickets in both spreads. And I've got a compass and a clock to help with our travels. And what else have I got left here? I've done this tag in case we needed it, but I think, no, too much. We'll save that for another day. We've got this little bit of map. You know what? I think that would be nice if we could. This is that lovely frou-frou wool. Oh, that's. Let me not cut that. We could use this. So also you could. I'll tell you what we could do with this. Another way to make it, you can make matchstick books. So let me turn that up. And I'm just going to just cut it below. Well, that was wonky, Catherine. Crikey. Right, okay. So, easy as that. Bit of card like that. Make yourself a little pocket bit at the bottom. Get your... What did I do with that other ticket? I don't know where I put it in. Did I put it in the envelope? No. You'll be shouting, it's behind you. I don't know where I've put that other ticket. Oh, well. That doesn't matter. We can put anything in there, can't we? Let's have a look. Let me get my little ephemera holder with my little itty bitties. Have I got some tickets in here? Just having a look, see what I've got. They're really small. I've got the tickets in here. Numbers, words, these. I'll use this because these are tickets. These are from a kit of Tracy Fox Creative. There we go. So we've put our little tickets in there. We have put them inside our little matchbox, which I have made a pig's ear of. It's not, I've glued too much up, it's not going to go in. There we go. Right. I've cut too much off. Oh, I made a right mess of that. Oh dear. I don't like that now. Cut that off. Now I'm going to have to definitely tie this round it. So anyway, matchboxes, you can do them as a mass make, can't you? They're easy to do when you don't glue. So don't glue the sides up too much, otherwise you can't tuck it in. And we'll get a bit of our frou-frou wool there, in there. And that could have a go in there as well. There we go. There we have it. I'm back to crafting on the hoof again. Crafting on the hoof. Mistakes and all. So yeah, nothing we can do about that, is there? Put these in here. Right, thank you so much for joining me. We've killed quite a few birds there, haven't we? So let me just bring in, we have, our main theme has been tuck spot number 7, and we've done ideas for doing tucks within tucks. We've also got some tickets and discussed what else we can use with them, including a tab topper. We have used some map, and I don't know, we've used fragile in the past, and I think that will do us. So today we've done number 3 tickets, number 7 tuck spot, and number 21 map. Good. I've enjoyed those. Okay then, guys, so thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, you've only found my channel through doing Junk Journal January, please, if you've enjoyed that, give me a like and subscribe. It's totally free contract, totally free content, and it helps me out considerably to grow the channel. So there we have our 2 completely different spreads, but both very different, but I love them both. Okay then, so see you next video. Bye for now.